Would you believe this is technically my second take because I pressed record and then like, oh, I forgot to put on the jersey. Man, am I having one of those kinds of mornings. But it's okay because I'm here now. I have a lot to talk about, including a brand new experience I witnessed yesterday. Let's get started. Good morning, happy Sunday. So let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. I'll explain, well, both my low and my high are technically intertwined because yesterday I went to a certain viewing party. Sadly, the outcome I was rooting for and a lot of other people were rooting for didn't turn out, hence the low part. And the high was the experience. My act of kindness was when visiting my folks, I arrived early. And because what we like to do is, when I visit my folks on Saturday, I meet them for dinner. And they bring Giuseppe's home from Corning. And I set the table for my nephews. I even did that neat thing they do in restaurants where they wrap the silverware in napkins. For the nephews, of course. But yes, it was very good. I actually tried something different from Giuseppe's for once. Yeah, I actually tried, hold on. Sorry, the fact that the camera isn't looking good. I actually tried their pesto chicken Alfredo. I love Alfredo. I love pesto. I love chicken. It's very good. Very good, even. Extremely good. I mean, honestly, this might be the first time that I didn't, well, technically I did. Well, again, the first time I ever went to Giuseppe's on my own in Horseheads, I got the fettuccine Alfredo. And then I got, their chicken Alfredo, and then I get, their shrimp scampi. Usually I get something seafood related from Giuseppe's. But this time I didn't. I mean, listen, pesto chicken Alfredo. Name one thing about that sounds even remotely unappetizing. So, let me just check one thing before I get going, because I know for a fact that I have to make NFL picks today, hence the jersey. I kind of forgot what number I'm on. Give me a moment. Oh, it's pick number 151 today, because I did 150 on Thursday. Right, okay, so, let's get started. So, pick number 151 is, the game's actually going on right now. It's the Commanders versus the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are actually winning 3-0. Cool. You know what? If the Dolphins can beat the Bills, I think they can beat the Commanders. So I'll pick the Dolphins for this one. Okay, pick number 152, which is the Packers versus the Giants. Packers. That's easy. Pick number 153. Let's see, the Titans versus the Texans. Even though I technically wrote the order wrong because the Titans are at home. The Texans are actually playing really well. Get the Texans. Pick number 154. The Panthers versus the Falcons. I'll pick the Falcons. Pick number 155. The Bears versus the Vikings. Ooh. It's funny, the Bears are actually tied for first place in that division. I actually saw that one meme of Mr. Krabs and Plankton talking about, so what are you going to do now? I don't know, I didn't think I'd make it this far. You know what? I'm wearing a... Ooh, they are in Minnesota, though. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll pick the Bears. Why not? I can do that, right? It's my picks. Let's see. Okay, so the pick number 156, the Chargers versus the Jaguars. Chargers. Pick number 157. The Buccaneers versus the Bills. Baker Mayfield versus Josh Allen. Should be a good game, but let's go Buffalo. Picking the Bills. Pick number 158. Okay, let's see. Scroll down a little bit some more. The Bengals versus the Steelers. Steelers. Pick the Steelers. Pick number 159. Pick number 159 is the 49ers versus the Cardinals. I was actually looking at the wrong game for a second. But yeah, 49ers and Cardinals. That's easy. I'm picking the 49ers. Pick number 160. The Seahawks versus the Rams. Let's see. Ooh, this is going to be a good game, too. You know what? In honor of Ryan Garcia from the Try Guys, I'll pick the Rams. Shout out to the Rams, Daddy. Okay, 161. This was the game I did the ooh earlier. It was the Chiefs and the Broncos. Yeah, you know what? This one's a lot easier than I made it out to be. I'm picking the Broncos. Pick number 162. The Ravens versus the Browns. Ravens. Pick number 163 to end off for the day. Ooh, the Lions versus the Eagles. Wait, are the Eagles home? Yeah, they're home. Eagles it is. So, picks number 151 through 163, I have the Miami Dolphins being the Washington Commanders, the Green Bay Packers being the New York Giants, the Houston Texans being the Tennessee Titans, the Atlanta Falcons being the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears being the Minnesota Vikings, the Los Angeles Chargers being the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Buffalo Bills being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals, the San Francisco 49ers beating the Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams being the Seattle Seahawks, the Denver Broncos being the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't believe I actually said that too, holy cow, given what we all know about Patrick Mahomes. The Baltimore Ravens being the Cleveland Browns, and the Philadelphia Eagles being the Detroit Lions. Let me bring this over real fast. So you guys have again, number of picks I made, and obviously the team I circled is the team that I picked for today. Very simple. Apologies if my handwriting isn't the greatest. It's kind of hard to write a notepad on your lap. But, yeah. So, give you a second to pause to write down. Unless you're a really fast writer, in which case you probably already got this done. Okay. So, I witnessed a brand new experience yesterday did my chair just go down a little? Oh. Yeah, it did. That's weird. actually witnessed something yesterday that I had heard about for many, many years. Like, I would see signs of it all over the place. I would I hear about it, but I never actually experienced seeing it with a group of the like-minded people who adorn these signs or these shirts that had this on it. But as many of you know, a lot of colleges have their rivalries in different sports. You know, you've got for basketball, you've got Syracuse and Georgetown. For football, you've got Michigan and Ohio State, or Texas and Oklahoma. But those are like the big name schools, like the Division I schools. And Division III and Division II really never get enough love. Save for one. And that is the rivalry between Cortland College and Ithaca College. Cortaca, as they call it. And I saw my very first Cortaca game yesterday. For the record, I didn't actually drive all the way to Ithaca College where the game was at. No, I didn't want to do that. But Latitude 42 Taphouse, shout out to Latitude 42 Taphouse, was hosting a viewing party and invited anyone who, you know, wears Cortland gear or Ithaca College gear to go. Of course, given what I'm about to show you, I think it's pretty obvious who had more people. Well, first of all, I got this thing. I think it's a sticker. Oh, there you go. It's Cortaca. Got one of those. I got this neat charger. I think you're supposed to, I think it's like a different adapter or something that you put in. I think you put this into the power source, and this is the part that one of these two actually charges, or it could be this that goes in the power source, and one of these two charges. It's actually really cool. I'm definitely keeping this. Of course, yeah. Again, pretty obvious how many people were there from Cortland. Which reminds me, I got the magnet clipper thing that you put in your refrigerator, also from Cortland. And I got one of these. Keep in mind, I'm not a Cortland alumni at all, but I mean, come on, man. Their team name is the Red Dragon. That's badass. That's ridiculously badass. I mentioned that for my low and my high. If you couldn't tell, my high is I actually got to go to the game and see this. But considering how many people were there for Cortland, and considering the merch I got, I think it's safe to say I've been converted into a Cortland fan. And we lost. Well, Cortland lost to Ithaca College. The Cortland Red Dragons versus the Ithaca College Bombers. The Ithaca Bombers. The Bombers won. And they have a tradition called the Jug. It's essentially like a trophy. Like, some local schools do that thing. Like, back when it was Elmira Free Academy and Elmira Southside, they had the Erie Bell. I think Watkins Glen and Odessa Montour have the bucket. So, you know, cross-town rivalries and such. But for real, it was a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. I mean, anytime I ever go to Latitude 42 Taphouse, I'm guaranteed to have a nice time. And I did have a nice time, for sure. But to be surrounded by so many nice people, like, seriously, that's why I love my area. I do. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great places to eat, a lot of great places to visit, you know, to go to and have fun, for sure. But it's the people. And apparently a lot of Cortland fans are nice people. There's okay, so there were a few, I think maybe altogether 3 fans who were rooting for Ithaca College. It was actually really funny when, Ithaca did one for that reason alone. Because there was one lady who was going nuts. deservedly so. Not to mention, like, some guy brought, like, signs you would see, like, at a game. Like, it was great. It was a lot of fun. I can't believe, like, I mean, again, I knew about Cortaca, because, I'd see someone wearing a shirt like that or whatever. But, full stop, like, I think altogether, up until, like, yesterday, the only person I knew who went to either Ithaca College or Cortland was my wrestling coach, as he wrestled for Cortland. So, yeah. This was a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, Cortland didn't win, but hey, I got some really cool merch. I'm going to put this on my refrigerator. I'm sure I'll find a use for this at some point. I'll definitely be able to find a use for this. And I got a neat little sticker thing that I can hold on to. This was awesome, man. This was great. Yesterday was great. Not to mention, I said earlier, I got to see my family yesterday. I tried the pesto chicken Alfredo from Giuseppe's, which is really good. Like, yeah, man, yesterday was awesome. And I think today's going to be even better. In fact, I know today's going to be even better because I've got a party to go to. I hope you like this video. If you like this video on YouTube channel, on social media. As always, I'm very humble. This video for all you guys watching Joe video. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday, folks. And remember, if you guys want to talk, Jen was here to lend. Always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.